G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Crass here. Wanted to do a quick video today guys talking about becoming financially free and what it actually takes to become financially free. So let's take a look at some numbers here. So I started off making this spreadsheet from first principles essentially. So I started off by putting down my weekly spend in this column here. So my rent, food, transport, entertainment, and one-off spending. That equates obviously to a yearly spend and a monthly spend in the blue. Over here is basically my investment activity. So this is the monthly investment that I put into the stock market every single month. This is the annual growth rate of that investment, and this is my age today. I'm 31 years old. So I ran this experiment based on my circumstances. So I ran it for about 30 years. And at the end of the 30 years, I'll be 61 years old, and I will have an expected monthly income at a 4% yield. So let's plug in some numbers and start playing around. The annual growth rate, by the way, that I've got in here, 7.8%, is just the standard, quite conservative index investing growth rate. Now, I always want my viewers to walk away from my videos with an insight. So if you guys want to click away right now and get the insight from this video, it is very, very simple. The conclusion that I came to is that a higher income plus consistent investing is the only way to become financially free. And if you stick around and watch the rest of the video, you'll get a better idea for why this is the case. So let's plug in some numbers into the monthly investment box. Let's put in $1,000. So if I invest $1,000 a month, I should end up with a portfolio worth 1.365 million in 30 years time. That's starting from zero today. That should yield a monthly income of $4,500, but that's in the future. Don't forget that I'm already spending $2,400 today on my costs, and in the future we need to discount that money back to today so we can get a sense for what that money is actually worth. So here I've assumed a 3% inflation rate over 30 years. That will actually diminish the value of money by a factor of 2.4. So dividing 4,500 by 2.4, we get the expected monthly income in today's dollars. What have I got here? You're in trouble. Well, the reason why I'm in trouble is because my standard of living has actually gone down from today, which is pretty crazy because for those of you who might understand, a weekly rent of 180 bucks isn't exactly primo property. So what we want to do is we want to end up with more money over here so that we can have a higher standard of living in the future. So I need to actually invest $2,000. Whoops, not 20,000, 2,000, and I will have more income, more passive income in the future relative to today. Okay, so this was just a bit of a spreadsheet that I wanted to play around with, and then I started thinking, hey, wait a minute, well, what about the rest of Australians? What about the rest of Australia? Like, how easy is it for people to actually save, invest, and actually get to this point where they're financially free? So I drew a blue line straight down the middle of this salary table over here, and this blue line is based on the median household income. So believe it or not, but 50% of people earn less than about $60,000 or $65,000 a year. 50% of households earn less than $60,000 a year, and an Australian household in 2016 had 2.6 people. So where you want to be is you want to be above that line, because basically if you're below that line, it makes it almost impossible to invest the right amount of money after you consider all of your costs. This is why poor people and lower class people remain lower class and remain poor, is because they just don't have any disposable remaining money at the end of every month to actually invest. So if you find yourself beneath this line, you need to upgrade your skills. You need to maybe work more hours. You need to figure out a way to start another business in order to make more income so you can attain the first part of the equation, which is higher income. And then you can focus on the second part of the equation, which takes more education and practice, which is consistent investing in the stock market. Now, of course, if we play around with this and start putting in some different numbers, you get vastly different results. But the point of this spreadsheet is really to get people thinking about where they're currently at and where they need to be. So you too can create a spreadsheet like this, and I highly recommend that you guys create your own spreadsheet because it really gives you a very sobering look at your current situation and what you might need to do in order to improve it. So if you're finding this kind of information useful, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to share it. I'll be back at you with another video before you know it.